Welcome to KSUA. Today we are going to go over a few basic broadcast tips to help all the people at our station, or hopefully people at other stations as well. The first broadcast tip is avoid clock watching phrases when on the air. Don't promote the end of your show, promote the beginning of the next one. For example, and coming up in 30 minutes is a selection of great indie tracks on indie radio. Not, and I've got 30 more minutes here, boy I'm bored, I'm hoping this show ends soon, etc.
Yeah, so you're listening to KSUA 91.5 or whatever frequency this is. I'm pretty tired, but I think I've got like 5 minutes left. It's cold, and we'll just play something, I guess. Maybe if someone ever actually called and requested something, I'd have something to play, but oh, whatever. Let's see what we have here. It's just really lame in here today. I don't have any ambition to do anything.
If you're looking forward to the end of your shift, your listeners will too, so you want to make sure it's clear that you're very excited to be on the air and that you're very excited for the next person to come on the air, but not necessarily that you're looking forward to ending your current show. Avoid using a lot of radio jargon. Your listeners probably don't know or care what the term mic break means, and they probably don't understand how the playlist works. Keeping the jargon out of your show will make it appealing to more listeners, and they'll understand more so what's going on.
You're listening to KSUA on 91.5. We're broadcasting via frequency modulation from the University of Alaska Fairbanks. We're currently transmitting at a power level of 96.6%, so you'll be pretty clear out there. Just please excuse me a moment while I insert this compact disc off our musical playlist. We'll be on for a few more minutes, and then we'll be passing it back off to our automation system. Thank you for listening.
This is a very important one. Don't call attention to your mistakes. If you make a mistake, just move on. Chances are the listener didn't even notice. You guarantee they'll notice, though, when you call attention to any mistakes you've made.
Oh man! Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey everyone out there!
Man.
Oh man, sorry about that, bros.
We didn't mean to play the last song there. Had some words.
That we were not supposed to do that. Yeah. Well, hey, shout out to the FCC. Don't arrest us, bro. It was
our bad, man.
Hey, it was an accident. We didn't mean to do that.
It didn't say explicit, you know.
Yeah, hopefully we didn't offend you or whatever.
Of your, children are listening to this show.
Yeah, if you have children in the car, just put a bag over their head or something. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Avoid using inside jokes when on the air. Using inside jokes is one of the worst traps that DJs tend to fall into. Something might be really funny to you and your co-host, or maybe even your guest, but if your listener doesn't understand, they'll probably just change stations, and consider that you're being rude and unprofessional. When you're talking on the air, try to speak as normally as possible. You should talk into the microphone as if you're talking to a friend on the telephone. Don't speak louder or softer than you normally do. By talking as you normally do, you are much easier to listen to. One of the best ways to do this is by speaking in your own words. If you're giving a quick weather report, or listing tracks you've played, say it in your own words. Think about it how you would say it to a friend who is sitting right next to you.
Hello! This is KSUA 91.5 FM, College, Alaska. Don't change the dial!
Also keep an eye on your levels when you're talking on the mic. Make sure that your levels aren't peaking in the red too high or too low down at the bottom of your level marker. If you are speaking too loudly, the levels are going to be distorted to your listener, and if you're too soft, of course, they won't be able to hear you. They might turn their music up or turn your radio up really loud to hear you, and then when your music comes on, you're going to blast them out of their car. Watch your listeners. That seems like a silly one, but one of the aspects of radio that makes it difficult is that we don't get visual feedback from our listeners. Because we can't see our listeners, it's easy to forget about them and focus on ourselves. While on the microphone, try imagining the facial expressions and body language of your listeners as you talk into the mic. Believe me, people are always listening.
Collins. Collins! What do you want? Turn on the radio.
Hello! This is KSUA 91.5 FM, College, Alaska. Don't change the dial!
Get something else.
When you're bantering between two DJs, which is of course a staple of college radio, there is a lot of back and forth that might happen, and it can be very entertaining, but it's also easy to go overboard. Keep mic breaks short, 30 to 45 seconds. You don't want listeners to get sick of hearing your voice. Make sure both DJs are mic'd properly, don't yell from the back of the room, and avoid inside jokes. Basically, make sure you don't leave your listeners out of what's going on.
Sorry. Hey, so sorry for starting the show late. Like, I was at the Wood Center getting a sandwich. The guy was, like, really slow, you know?
Speaking
and
of
I told him no
sandwiches.
pickles. And, like...
Speaking of sandwiches, did you go to that show last Friday?
Which show last Friday?
Oh, yeah, we should probably play something.
Like a song, or... Like,
well, I really want to talk about that show.
like, it's probably time to put a PSA on, you know, man?
Yeah, but all the PSAs... Let's just... What? Anyways, that show on Friday. Did you go to that show? So...
Talking about music, keep this in mind. Every song you play is somebody's favorite. Don't make fun of songs on the air. When you put down a song, you put down the people who like it. Besides, if you don't like the songs you're playing, why will anyone else? It's the nature of college radio, and probably radio in general, that you won't like everything you play, so just mention the song and move on.
Maybe we should play some music, huh?
Yeah, like, do you like some country, maybe, or... Like,
Well, country kind of blows, so
like,
maybe
whoa,
we should
man.
play some
It's not
hip-hop.
very nice.
Well, do you like country?
I mean, not really, but...
Well, then, what? Yeah, so we agree. So let's not play country.
Okay, man, so, like, some hip-hop, like...
Yeah, I could do some hip-hop.
Yeah, okay, let's put on some hip-hop, you know?
And remember, when you're on the air, always be positive. Using negative things towards your station or the music you're playing or what's going on generally doesn't go over very well. For example, if equipment is broken in the studio, which in college radio is probably fairly frequent, don't complain about it on the air. People are listening to your station because they love it, not because they want to hear the bad things you have to say about it. And the last thing, please remember, someone is always listening. One of every listener's pet peeves is to hear a DJ say, "No one is listening, so it doesn't matter what we play, say, do." Someone is always listening, so you should always be trying your best to sound professional.